here with Clutch on day one of BlizzCon. You had a pretty fun time a few weeks ago in Toronto. How was that, and how is that compared to here?
Well, Toronto was a lot of fun, obviously because of the fans. It was huge. It was really packed. And in comparison, it's tough to compare because BlizzCon is an event that a lot of people attend for a lot of different reasons. So the energy in the room is not the same compared to Toronto. But for the production and for the amount of people that are very interested in WCS, it's fantastic. And I think this is a great event that's going to expose a lot of people that are not familiar with esports but love Blizzard games and see these very talented people. The same thing happened in 2011 when the GSL finals happened and MMA won. So tomorrow night, I think the crowd is going to be incredibly enthusiastic, and there's not going to be any seats to sit down for tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
Have you tried out any of the games downstairs?
No, I haven't any time. I've been hosting at one of the booths here, so I haven't had time with any of the games. I'm interested to see how the Heroes of the Storm, that's what they're calling it now, compares.
HOTS.
Yeah, HOTS, yeah. I was thinking, well, it's really cheap for the legal team not to carry over HOTS trademarks, so good job there, guys, saving money. But the difference from Blizzard All-Stars, because what I liked about Blizzard All-Stars is the avalanche effect of if you're winning and you control the 4 points in the middle of the map, your minions were automatically more powerful, and then you would just pretty much escalate the game into the win. It just pushed very quickly, and so the games were a lot quicker compared to League of Legends or Dota 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's still in the game. I haven't had a chance to play it.
It's not exactly the same, but the games are pretty fast. Like all the games we played finished within 15-20 minutes, so it was pretty fast.
Well, that's one of the things that I enjoy about Hearthstone is I can jump in, play. Game can take between 5 minutes and 15 minutes, and it's over. And in a world that's really pushing heavy the MOBA scene. In a world. Well, the MOBAs are very popular, and Dustin Browder talked about that. And I love playing MOBAs. I love Dota 2. I've played a lot of League of Legends, and I even played a little bit of Han back in the day. And I try some of the other MOBAs that are coming out. But it's great that you can interact with friends and play a lot, but when you're like losing at 20 minutes, you're like, dude, I just want to go to the next game.
It's like an hour of like you're trapped in with these people that sometimes you don't like.
And then it becomes a flame war internally, and you're thinking of different ways to torment them with different very not so nice words. So, but Blizzard wants to keep the fun factor in their games, and that's what they do well a lot of times, and hopefully that'll ring true for HOTS or HOTS.
Okay. What have you been up to personally?
Personally, I've been very busy with WCS and World of Tanks, and those are both very, very successful events that we had. We're having the Season 2 finals of World of Tanks in Las Vegas next weekend.
Wow.
It's going to be great. Season 1 was a lot of fun, and it's really cool to see the audience grow and the personalities of the players really come out. It's a lot of fun.
Who's the number one World of Tanks player?
The World of Tanks player would have to be, you judge by the team, that's Fulcrum Gaming for America. Now, worldwide, it was formerly the Red Rush, which is now Na'Vi. So Na'Vi jumped on board with World of Tanks and picked them up. So they've been doing very, very well, and that's usually the team to watch out for, and we're going to watch out for them.
The Russians.
The Russians, that's
They're
right.
the best at the tanks game. Who would have fucking thought that?
I know. Well, you know what's so funny, Ken, is that if you look at America, right, we romanticize World War II with infantry and with air power because that's what we had as Americans, and that's what we were exposed to. But over there, it's tanks because that's what they had, and that's what their main battles were.
Well, World War II, we won the tank versus tank battle because we had better macro than the Germans. They had the better tanks, but we just had like 5 times as many.
Well, maybe on the Western Front, but the Eastern Front, the Russians, if you've played Company Heroes 2, I mean, he goes through some of those strategies and strategies that half of it was just to keep going at the Germans over and over and over and over again. But it's a lot of fun, and I also have WCG just around the corner. I'll be in San Francisco for the World of Warplanes launch event. And
you're a busy guy.
I'll be hosting MLG Columbus for Call of Duty and Dota 2, and then I'll be in Korea for some stuff with GOM. So I have a lot of stuff, and that's just before Christmas.
Wow, okay.
Busy. Plus auditions on the side, DreamWorks, FX, some acting
stuff.
auditions?
Yeah.
You
going to be in a movie?
I hope so. I've talked to Duncan Jones, more of like tweeted him a couple times, said, hey, I'm SAG-AFTRA eligible, which is the union for actors, and I can be in the Warcraft movie. I'd love to audition for it, so I'd love to do that.
God, that'd be so cool. I want you to be in a movie, Clutch, then I could say I knew that guy.
I've been in a movie. I've been in a Lifetime movie. Well, I got fired off the set.
Like a real one. I know, I heard that story.
Yeah, I told you that story. I was too handsome, so I got fired. That happens.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like Hollywood.
Blockbuster Hollywood, yeah. So I can give you
Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah, I'd do it. Totally. I'd be like one of the bad guys.
Be a goon like number 3 that Vin Diesel punches like on the side.
Yeah. Hey, you know, that's how Jackie Chan got his start in one of the Bruce Lee movies. Just some random goon that got kicked, and then look at him now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're here. You're hosting some stuff for WoW, right? WoW, and what else?
It's for Newegg. Newegg has a booth
Newegg,
here,
right.
and QXC is playing against fans for 2 hours, and we have
okay.
different handicaps for QXC to play against the fans.
Has he lost yet?
Only one time, but
lost.
it's a King of the Hill session where they have to control the 2 Zelnaga towers at the 15-minute mark. And so only one person was able to do it. And he was a Masters player. He was really good. His name was Nicholas. He actually faced QXC on the map on the ladder. But you have to remember, QXC had a handicap, and that handicap that he had against him was all his units were 50% health.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a lot.
That's
it's a lot of fun.
It's an interesting handicap. You can't. It's like impossible to win against someone who's Masters like that. It's like almost. It's like really hard.
Well, he's been doing pretty well. Other handicaps were all Hellions, no keyboard. So he can only build Hellions, and he has to use his mouse.
Wow, okay.
He can only do that once because his hand hurts so bad after that. So it was tough. Other ones, like only Marines and SCVs. So we have a variety that the audience can choose from for the handicap. For him.
Who you think's gonna win this StarCraft tournament?
Bolt, hands down.
USA, right?
Yeah, USA. I was cheering for MMA, but I heard he got knocked out. My booth's kind of right. It is right next to the tournament, so sometimes I'll be hosting or commentating and I'll stop because something happens and I'm hearing about what's happening. But I'm rooting for Polt, man. He's America. So.
What do you think? What do you think about Nenua getting knocked out and being the only foreigner now that it's all Koreans? Do you think the interest goes down, or what's the deal?
I think the stakes go down. Maybe the stakes go down just a little bit, but again, you know, that was the high stakes for today. And now that it's over, it's wound down a little bit because people are like, gosh darn it, or the foreigner hope is out. Then tomorrow it becomes, okay, well, who is going to be the best of the best? And part of it is region-based because the different players do represent different regions. And yes, they may all be native Koreans, but that American hope is still going to be alive in Polt. And hopefully that's going to continue to go tomorrow.
He counts.
He counts, man. He's a university student, and a lot of
That
people.
F1 visa
That's
makes
right.
him American.
That's right. If he can stay here longer than 30 days, totally counts.
Yeah, counts. He needs to marry and become a citizen.
Working on it, man. I mean, Tage, in one of the interviews, he said, I don't really get any girls. And I was like, Tage, I'll be your wingman at these parties, dude. No problem. So I've got to help him
even
out.
legal? How old is he? How old is that kid?
How old is he?
It's like 18.
I hope he's 18.
Yeah. It'd be a little
That'd be a little
illegal.
weird. Yeah, I don't want to be involved in that. But even just,
Wingman at
a couple
Maru, maybe. Wingman Maru at the
a
party.
couple good English phrases that you can say to girls, I teach them. So always a gentleman, though. I don't teach them anything that's bad. Always a gentleman.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
you want
course.
to find nice girls, not just any girl. You want to find nice girls.
Of course. And, you could hook him up with some cosplayers here.
Hey, there's a couple here that my eyebrows were raised a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which costumes?
I think a lot of them are just the elves ones, man.
Blood elves?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The one in the blue? Was it blue and gold?
Maybe. I don't. They all kind of blur together to me.
Yeah, you don't look at the colors, you look at something else. But yeah, okay.
What other than hosting, outside of hosting, have you been busy?
I started hosting while also commentating. Yes, with all sorts of things just to improve myself. Just kind of we had a voice trainer come in, and his name is Mick Winger, and he was great. He actually does the voice of Poe for all of the stuff Jack Black doesn't do for Kung Fu Panda. And he came in and taught a lot of voice-over techniques to the guys at the NASL studio. And we're always busy trying to improve our shows and to make great segments. And we're going to have some amazing segments at World of Tanks. It'll be a lot of fun. And that takes up a lot of my time. But outside of that time, it's just jiu-jitsu training.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
So can you, if we were walking down the street and some 3 guys assaulted us, try and take our stuff, could you, take care of them?
Ken, I would hope so.
Well, I would take 2 of them, and then would you be able to handle the last guy?
I believe I could.
That's really the question.
Yeah, huge shout out to Javier Vasquez, part of the Gracie family. Trained with him at Rancho Cucamonga. So he's a great guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a UFC fighter. Showtime was his name. Javier Showtime Vasquez.
Okay.
So I've been doing that, and then trying to learn Korean when I can. But
You gonna go to Korea?
Yep, going to Korea right after China. So I know the most important phrase
What is it?
to know in Korean. It's Yojachingu,
What does that mean?
which you point at a girl and you go, girlfriend? Like, you want to be my girlfriend?
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so you're going to Korea for some specific reasons, maybe not work related.
That's what Tasia taught me. So I guess it'll work.
You're taking tips from Teja now.
Yeah. More of my tips come from Wani, but no, I'll hang out with Wani, yeah.
Okay.
And some of the other guys there right after WCG, and we'll just hang out in Korea. And I talked to Mr. Che, and it's like, hey, I'm going to be there. I'd love to do some stuff. It's like, yeah, it'd be great. So hang out at the studio, maybe do some commentary, get on camera, see how they do things at GOM. But I'm looking forward to it. I really am. First time in Korea, second time in China though.
Okay. All right. Well, I just came from there. I visited my relatives like last month.
How did it go?
A lot of people, but
And they don't wash their hands when they go to the bathroom. That's one thing that I noticed.
What?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm sure, man. Well, at least in public.
I didn't notice that.
You go to the bathroom, everyone's smoking, and then I would use the bathroom to wash my hands, and they don't wash their hands. I'm like, all right, well, hey, that's their culture. It's fine.
I don't remember that. Maybe you just were in a bad bathroom.
Possibly.
There is a lot of smoking though. I just can't handle that.
Yeah. You don't smoke?
No.
Good
Do you?
for you? No. My dad has for like 40 years, and that's already a testament to me never to smoke. So
yeah. Well,
bad habit.
Good luck. I hope your mission to Korea is successful. I hope you maybe you have to buy another ticket on the way back, and you're gonna learn some things at GOM, and then hopefully next year WCS is gonna be big and good. You think?
I think so. 2014, Blizzard saw the growing pains that happened for this year, and they want to make some changes, and obviously anything to make it better we're totally down to be a part of. And Toronto was just another staple, an example, setting the bar of how powerful esports is in North America, but especially in Toronto. I'd love to go back to Toronto. So it'll be a great time.
All right, you got some shout outs to make?
I do. So huge shout out again to all the players that teach me great phrases to learn, such as Yoja Chingu. The other part is green card. So that's the other part.
Got it. Okay.
Yoja Chingu, green card. Yeah.
That's what you want to lead with, the green card?
No.
Okay.
No. Big thank you to all the fans, everyone that follows me on Twitter, Clutch08. And a huge thank you to everyone that makes all the production possible at Hero Level Productions and the other production companies that get to do some contract work for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to even more amazing things in 2014 inside esports and outside of esports. Talking to you, Duncan Jones, Warcraft movie. Let's make it happen, buddy.
All right. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, and thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.